Hello 99 Prisma Balloons. Hello to anyone currently lurking. It is a Final Fantasy XIV stream today. So keep your expectations low. It's just me reading dialogue and being boring. I do have the finale for the role quests as well that I'm gonna do after the event. So I think it's about like maybe an hour and so for each thing. So it's gonna probably be another short stream, maybe like 1 hour, 2 hours. Two hours, maybe 3 at most. We'll see. I actually don't know how long the role quest thing takes, but I'm just gonna assume maybe it's about an hour or so. It's tying up a loose end. Stuff that I did off of stream. Didn't really do the role quests on stream. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're surviving the season. I know I'm not. I'm going bored. I'm going crazy. If you missed the Psycho Pomp stream, that was a good one. I worked very hard for that one. But yeah, it's been another lazy month for me. It's just everything's cold, tired all the time from just the weather and work and life. Things are just kind of like boring right now. But when are they not, I guess? It's just winter. Everyone's like depressed as shit. World's falling apart, etc. Yeah. Let's head on inside. So, I don't really have much to talk about, which is the crazy. Well, I guess like I've been researching more and more games, and I have a whole bunch of stuff that I want to play. And the typical me going over like, how should I go about streaming in the future? Should I keep continuing things the way that I do them? Or should I have more off-the-cuff and unarchived streams? And I don't know, it's like hard to find a good balance of all that. I talk about this like fucking every stream, because I'm just like getting frustrated with artist burnout, and I love making thumbnails, but at the same time I don't love making thumbnails. But if I don't have a thumbnail, then what's the point of uploading it elsewhere? If I'm gonna play a game on stream and do a good presentation of it, I want to kind of have a complete package. But I'm kind of just like internally fighting myself on this constantly of like, streaming isn't something you're supposed to put too much effort into, Rick. But then at the same time, like, yeah, it's exactly why I want to put effort into it, because a lot of people trash on it and they think streaming is easy content, low quality bullshit, and I guess for a lot of people it kind of is. But naturally I just want to hope I could do something maybe a little bit different, you know, and not have to be judged. Hey, I don't know, I'm weird. This is always going through my brain. I need to stream more. I need to stream more. I need to stream more. And then I don't stream more. And then I get depressed and bored and lonely. And I'm like, oh, what can I do? I don't really have much to talk about. I don't know. It's been what? About 2.5 years. Pretty decent streams, I want to say. And then look back and see all my old streams and like, holy shit, Rick, these fucking suck ass. What? Holy shit, delete your channel now. Yeah. It just takes time and motivation is what I just don't have right now to do a lot of art. And it's a damn shame. And there's so many games I want to play, but I'm just so slow at doing all of it. There's at least 4 or 5 games that I had in mind for the Valentine's Day season, and then something I completely had a new idea at the last minute for what I could do for Valentine's Day this year, and it's unrelated to any of those 5 games I currently had in mind. So this is just the way that my brain works. I had a brilliant idea. I want to do something. Different, something new. Well, not necessarily. I'm just gonna be playing a video game and everything. Good afternoon, Luria. I try and put in a good effort, but it's always I just want to say I don't know if I should be putting in like 100% or 200% or 300%. Maybe I should just be putting in 10% and things will work out better. I don't know. I don't know. I want to, like, what have I honestly been up to? IRL. I guess I've just been on VR chat a lot. Sanrio Fest is happening in VR chat, so catching the new shows, hanging out with friends when I can, and watching the Sanrio stuff together. But family stuff has been super stressful lately too. There's a lot of stuff going on within the family, and well, I want to say externally, my family's fine, but it's other family that is not going through the best of times right now. So everyone's like stressed out. Everyone's like constantly having to leave and go take care of something. I'm being a little bit vague here. I guess what I could say is grandparent is not doing too well right now, so my mom is stressed the hell out, and so is my dad. And you know, we have another dog in the house, and it's barking constantly and very loud. And that's something I typically don't want on stream. So that's like frustrating to deal with because oh yeah, the AI one was an oh no moment. Yeah, there's like a new Hello Kitty character parade show. It's kind of they're sucking off AI. And for like 80% of this show, it's like, AI is so great. Wow, generate the prompts. And then there's like 10% where it gets all spooky, and I'm like, all right, here's the rug pull. Here's where everything goes wrong. Here's where the villain reveals themselves in their true form in AI, and it happens for like 10 seconds, and then it just goes away. Everything's fixed, and Hello Kitty's like, yeah, you know what? AI isn't that bad. It's here to help. It's here to stay. And then she starts like fucking deep-throating AI again, and it's like, holy shit. Awful show. Like, nah, it was not good this year. It was not good this year. What a letdown. What a disappointment. The other Sanrio Fest character shows, like, they're kind of like an actual production. They're like an anime episode length of cool, fascinating VR stuff. Of course I can't show any, well, actually I do have screen caps, I guess. Or do I have screen caps? Screen caps of like older ones, I'm sure. I don't think I took any of the fucking AI show. The irony of that is, nothing in that show was made with AI. It was all human made. But I guess, I don't know, it's following last year's new thing, it's really hard not to like top this kind of visual right here. You'll kind of like get an idea of what the fuck I'm talking about. Look at how cool this is visually. Here, let me make it small a bit. Weird man talking about Sanrio. What the hell? What is this? Here's me T-posing with a bunch of cat girl. These are like from these are from the last Sanrio Fest. Kind of like last year's summertime kind of like Sanrio Fest. It's always kind of like a big deal in VR chat. It has its own world tab now, so like I like to go into the public lobbies and people watch and see what happens. And you end up seeing a lot of little kids running around and saying slurs, of course, so that's funny. Here's these shows are kind of like Kirby in a way, where Eldritch Being, like a weird monster, shows up and starts fucking everything up. I do enjoy the visuals, like he's fucking talking about Hello Kitty and being weird. It's like, no, these are actually little enjoyable shows that they do. It's I like the VR chat Sanrio Fests. Rick and his cat girl harem. I wish. I don't have any hair. I got no bitches. I got nothing. Oh, hello, Mechanic Cat. Oh yeah, the little fat horse. Fucking... I was the one that busted out that avatar and everyone clones it, and then Nano just, permanently uses it a lot of the time. I never really, like, showed my VR chat adventures at the last Sanrio Fest and everything, but it was just, us hanging out, watching down on the normies and Sanrio Puro Land. I'm like looking through my screenshots right now, see if I have anything good. I have this. We were all hedgehog. Oh wait, fuck! I closed it out. If it's no surprise, I'm not really good at sharing shit and talking about things. I have nothing prepared usually. Yeah, here we go. The hedgehogs. They have like a hourly show event that kind of happens in this little. It's show by rock characters, and they just like sing. And I don't know how many songs there are in it, but it's just something to do. These shows happen at very specific times, unfortunately, and they're all at like Japan time and shit. Oh yeah, here's Colchis and Nano playing the Hello Kitty popcorn machine. What other screen caps do I have? I never really share these. Here's the insanity that is like the show by Rock. It's like a whole ass anime episode, essentially. There's like this giant slime girl manifested out, like... Actually, no, I'm not gonna explain it. Just let the visuals for it speak. I'm pretty sure you could find an upload of it on YouTube and like what I'm talking about. They don't have the Kuromi show this year, sadly, but I like this one a lot. And it used a lot of cyan, yellow, and magenta. It was a very nice show. Very catchy song too. I don't really have much screenshots from the current Sanrio Fest happening because there's just not really a whole lot worth reporting on about it, I want to say. I got a lot more people into VR chat last year, at least for the spectacle. But oh yeah. There was this. They had little Tamagotchi standees at the last Sanrio Fest. This year it's just kind of like boring. I don't want to. I guess. There's like some new things. Yikes, Cinnamoroll. There he is. He has his own little show. Yeah, there's this. Which is like, it's just a glorified show for a energy drink. And then she makes some weird food. She gets giant. And then these little bastards. Let's their band, Happy Damboree. They all team up. Well, no, of course they're a team, they're a band. They get on a giant shopping cart branded with the energy drink, and then they fire a giant laser at her and turn her back to normal. It's fucking stupid. But that's what I like about Sanrio Fest. It's just goofy little dumb shows. And that's all I could really ask for in VR. Here's more show by Rock. There's a bunch of shrimps in the crowd watching the show. Best show, Rick approved. Here's like some visual clutter right here. This is at last year's, but it was a paid only thing, but this year it's free for anyone to see. It's Hello Kitty's Happy Musical Adventure, and it's a remix, and the villain from that show shows up again, but he's good this time, and he helps Hello Kitty out. This is like the last two ones. There were actually villains and stuff, and like cool monster designs, and is like this giant DJ death metal golem dude in the first show, using EDM to attack Hello Kitty and friends. And then the second one, it was a dream tapir, Kirby-looking boss that kills Pompurin. Like he's fine in the end, but it's fucking funny. It's just funny. And then you get this year's show, and it's just like AI sucking off AI, and there's no actual villain or cool anything. It's very obvious an AI company paid for it. And yeah, no, don't do anything to make our brand look bad. I'm like, damn, such a damn shame. But yeah, I'll stop talking about Sanrio Fest. I just I would like to stream some of it if I can. It's just very hard to kind of time things around it. And given the nature of Sanrio, the stream would probably get copyrighted to hell and back. So it's typically not kind of worth it. Preserving it might be a little bit hard. And if I do something like that, I want to preserve it. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, they'll probably destroy my channel if I do. I like Batsbaru, but he's never in any of the main shows. He's just he gets a little musical numbers. Well, actually, there is like a boat ride that's new this year, which he is a part of. There you go, there's me. Oh my god, I'm on the Hello Kitty boat ride. There he is. There he is. There's the gamer. He's so fucking cool. He's who I aspire to be. Anyways, yeah, that's enough about Sanrio Fest. You could all leave the stream now. It's all downhill from here. We're gonna fucking play some Final Fantasy XIV. And yeah, it's just gonna be me reading now for the next couple hours. And I can't promise it's gonna be interesting. Keep your expectations low. That's just the nature of a Final Fantasy XIV stream. It's more musical, more just relaxing, I guess. If you want to call it relaxing. I wanted to do this stream sooner, but I just like wasn't feeling like it. I need a game that doesn't require me to be reading a whole lot, I think, right now. My brain wants to shut off and enjoy it. Here I'm a person saying like, oh yeah, I don't really stream a lot of RPGs. I don't really play a lot of visual novels, but when I look back at some of my streams in retrospect, there's like a lot of reading, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. That's kind of a visual novel disguised as an MMO. A lot of the story elements, like, it's just hours and hours of story and not really necessarily MMO gameplay. I'm like, yeah, I can see why a lot of people don't like Final Fantasy XIV now. It kind of makes a lot more sense. Okage, yeah. I want to play Threads of Fate. I want to play Okage. I want to play Ancient Roman. I want to like play a whole bunch of like RPGs now, but I know it's like fucking it's hard to get people into RPG streams because they just go on for fucking ever, and there's a lot of reading, and I have to be in my right mental state for reading, and I don't know. Been trying to get more glam gear, but the market is dead. Yeah. I luckily had a lot of glam gear when it was cheap, but there is still stuff that I'm missing. They added a new system where you could kind of create sets and it only uses one glamour slot. So World of Warcraft has the best glamour system. Fucking, I wish they would do this in Final Fantasy XIV, but their spaghetti developer coding is just so fucking awful. They have to... It was so annoying having to reorganize my entire glamour dresser, take everything out, make a set out of everything. So 5 items that would take up 5 different slots now only take up 1 slot if you submit them all as a complete set of that glamour. And we were always like running out of space is the problem with the glamour system. But now this is like now we have a whole lot more to work with the limited slots that we do have. As long as you get the full set, it doesn't take up as much space anymore. Really just kind of wish there was no limit to it, and you could just put anything in the glamour dresser. But this is Square Enix, and they're kind of, I don't know. Final Fantasy XIV isn't really in the best of shape right now. The expansion is kind of hemorrhaging a lot of fans, it feels. And there's like a whole bunch of drama right now, I guess, with a add-on that could track all your characters and who you are and who your alts are, because there's like a new block list system, and basically it's global for your account. So it creates an ID, I guess, and people could just like look at that ID and then see all your alts and all your characters and your retainers and whatnot, and that has a lot of people in panic because of cyber stalking and being harassed. Which, yeah, it's a damn shame. I don't know if Square Enix is necessarily gonna do anything about it or fix the system. I highly doubt it. It seems like they've been pretty dismissive of it. So, just... yeah, a lot of anti-consumer practices, I guess, have been happening in Final Fantasy XIV right now, and a lot of people are just kind of like, yeah, I like Dawntrail's story, but there are people that are like, yeah, this is not a good expansion. And it's hard to keep people's interest in an MMO, honestly. But yeah, we'll talk once we're in-game. a little bit. So hopefully I have everything set up. One moment. I'll see you guys in Final Fantasy XIV. Whoa. There we go. There's a little fucking disgusting creature. It is nighttime, and the weather is clear skies. Ooh. That means like you can actually see the stars in the sky. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh. Okay. I promise you a rose garden. But this year's reward is a emote for Valentine's Day, which is a bouquet. You just present a bouquet of roses. Greetings, good sir. I am Astrid de Valentione, emissary of ardor and affection. My fellows and I have come to help folks convey the depths of their hearts to a special someone this Valentione's Day. Oh, right, Aphelios, fuck it, okay. I didn't position myself correctly, I didn't get my controller out, you could tell I'm rusty. Ophelia summoned the crow earlier, there we go, we're all set now. I have my magenta eyes on for the Valentine's Day event. We'll probably switch back to normal. I don't really like the color of these eyes anymore, they're like too contrast. When am I gonna make a 2.0 model? I don't know, like, when am I ever gonna update this model? When am I maybe gonna make a new model? I don't know if I should. Ugh. Okay, everything's ready. Everything's fixed. Someone put their fucking annoying ass ley lines down. Greetings, good sir. I'm Astrid de Valentone, emissary of ardor and affection. My fellows and I have come to help folks convey the depths of their heart to a special someone this Valentine's Day. Oh, if it isn't Rickubus, 'tis ever so lovely to see you again, and precisely when I have need of a capable adventurer. Is there anything you would want to add or do differently for a new model? I guess maybe add emotes, even though everyone forgets to use their emotes when it comes to VTubing. I would just want maybe see how my style has maybe changed a bit. But I don't know. There's like always this problem I see where I see a VTuber with a really cool design, but then after they do a rebranding or they do a 2.0, they just kind of become a little bit more safe and generally appealing to the anime crowd. I'm like, ah, damn it. We lost another like unique VTuber to just having to appeal to the wider audience of VTuber fans. I've been like being conflicted lately, feeling like, oh, I'm not even really a real VTuber or anything when you think about it. I'm like really an outsider. Should I call myself a VTuber? I'm like more of just a streamer, I guess, but with like a whole VTuber shtick. I've been like thinking a little bit too much about this kind of stuff lately and getting in my head about it. Yeah, I'll continue. Oh, if it isn't Rickubus, 'tis ever so lovely to see you again, and precisely when I have need of a capable adventurer. Permit me to explain the situation. For this year's event, we are providing people with bouquets of roses to help them make their feelings known. But as it happens, the botanist who kindly provided us with the flowers, a man named Larovic, appears to be having difficulties of his own in love. As emissaries, we should like nothing more than to assist him, but we're given to understand the situation is complicated. That being the case, might I trouble you to act in my stead? We are in your debt. Without further ado, please seek out Lavric and lend an ear to his woes. He is to be at the Great Loam Growery. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like calling yourself a VTuber at this point might be a little bit lame, because people generally have an expectation of what a VTuber is. And even if you, like, okay. How should I word this? I'm still indecisive. Should I go live 2D or 3D? That's like the crazy thing is everyone used to love 2D, but I feel like everyone's like switching to 3D lately. Like everyone's no longer impressed by live 2D. They both have their own pros and cons of them, and ideally you would have both. I think live 2D is very nice because you can inject your style into it, but a lot of people don't necessarily want I want to say more quirky VTubers in live 2D. I feel like the more different you are to the mold, less people are gonna be interested, I want to say. But I'm just a 2-view male, so I honestly don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm already kind of a... People see my model and they probably go, ew, ew, like, why is his eyes 2 different colors like that? Why, ew, ew. I don't know, I'm being hard on myself. Style is just like very hard to have in the modern day when everyone kind of just wants the same mold. Just like seeing people turn into generic anime styles when they used to be a lot more unique looking just kind of makes me a little bit sad, honestly, I want to say. Yeah, they just lose a lot of their charm. I don't really want to have that kind of transformation where I change that much, so... This model still very much fits my style and like how I currently draw and everything. If anything, I would make myself a little bit more cartoony. But I think, like, is it worth it to do a 2.0? Would it be much different from how this one currently looks? Like, I don't know. It's really stressful to make a model, though. And all the layerings and everything. And I'm still using a busted old version of Psy. Tool Painter Psy, so... This model has a lot of, like, little imperfections to it. I always point this one out. So, you know, when I look to this side, you can see my eye goes underneath of my hair bang. But when I do this, it doesn't do that for that, so... I wonder how many people get, like, very upset at that small detail. Sometimes I feel like my head is way too fucking big for my body. But... I mean, when you see my full body, it doesn't look that bad, I wanna say. I have no nose, too, so I'm kind of a little bit creepy. Like, I hope people don't, like... It's, I don't know. Rigging is hard. I need to get better at it. I need to get live 2D again. But I don't want to spend the money, so... Oh. What the fuck is that name? Slagini. Oh, Slagini, my love, where have you gotten to? It's like some fucking name they would name a character on Oni Plays or something. Oh, Slagini. Forgive me, I didn't notice you. Is there something you require? I'm a fucking American, too. I'm not a European, so... That's another thing I always feel bad about. Like, yeah, Rick, you're American. You don't have a good voice. You sound like a fucking Valley girl with how much you say like. And that's a disadvantage. Because people fetishize people with European accents, I want to say. They're like cool, mature, and sexy, and intelligent sounding. And I sound like some country bumpkin trailer trash idiot. I'm pretty sure. Seal Ginny? Maybe that's how it's pronounced. Take care of myself. Oh, thank you, thank you. I have a Mega Man branded G Fuel. Blue Bomber Slushy, which was really good last time I tried it. I know I needed some energy. Miss Astrid sent you to assist me, you say? That's very kind of you both. VOD watchers are like, Rick, fucking continue with reading the thing. Why are you getting so sidetracked? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. As you can tell, I don't really care with the stream too much at this point. You see, there is someone I desperately wish to find. And what I mean by that is, I haven't put as much effort into this Final Fantasy XIV stream, because I know it's a Final Fantasy XIV stream. Not a whole lot of people want to watch it, or at least watch the VOD, so it's like, yeah, whatever. This is my time to get off topic, talk a bit, and rest in the fact that less eyes see this VOD or care about this, so... Allow me to begin from the beginning. A few years ago, an Ishgardian botanist arrived here in Gridania. Yeah, thank you for being here and lurking and watching and chatting, though. Sealgenie was her name, and in part due to our shared fondness of roses, we struck up a friendship that blossomed into love. The months that followed were the most wonderful of my life, filled with unforgettable days, but then one day she disappeared without a word. Ooh. Leaving behind only the seeds of a rare variety of rose. The flowers being given out this Valentine's Day are grown from those very seeds. It was my hope upon hope that the word of them would reach her, and then she might be compelled to return to me. And, as if in answer to my prayers, who should I spot in the crowd just now but her? She wore the rose earring I gifted her, so there's no mistaking it. Alas, I made my frantic way towards her. She vanished amidst the throng. Please help me look for her. I beg you. Very well. I'm in your debt. Now, Sealgenie is an Elysian maiden with silver hair. You want to keep an eye out for someone of that description. Who has the earring I mentioned? If you could search near Miketo's amphitheater, I will do the same in the ebony stalls. Afterwards, let us meet before Fenyi Fineries. May the spinner lead us to Sealgenie. Spanguti. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what's up with my outfit, why I'm in the default Lalafell gear, it's because of... They currently have a two-tone contest going on, and I did a little entry. I'm trying to... Where the fuck do I keep... Where... Oh, okay. Trying to, like, look for my screen cap folder. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where's my screen cap? There we go. This is my entry into the two-tone starter gear, which sucks for Lalafell, I want to say, because I'll show you in a moment the quirk to our dye gear. They added 2 dye channels to all the equipment in this well, not all the equipment, but some of it in this expansion. And they're having a contest. Do this, submit a screenshot, and you'll have a chance at winning some exclusive items. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, why not? It's been a while since I've been in a contest. So, yeah, I still have the outfit on, and I still have the minion out, which this is a large minion compared to me. When it comes to dyeing our gear, the chest piece is... You can see, this one, it dyes better. But then you get to our other pieces of equipment. We don't really, like... Here's the fucking gloves. The second dye channel is just a noticeable piece of metal right here. That's all that really, like, changes on the second thing. Our boots only have one dye slot still, so... That's not two-toned. And when it comes to the pants... The only thing that dyes is this little piece of metal on the pants, but that's hidden by our top, so it's completely pointless to dye that part of the gear. And of course we don't like have any headpiece or whatever for starter gear. That's like what really annoyed me. I'm like, wow, what am I gonna do for this contest? But then again, it's not even about making something good as much as it's just entering a lottery to be randomly selected to win something, I guess. I don't really know how they judge those things, but I honestly think they just don't care, and that they just might randomly select things. Woman with an orchard earring. It's her! Oh, this isn't a rose on my earring, but orchids, so in light of the festivities, a road would certainly be more fitting. Alas, this woman is not sealed, Genie. I've at least seen people do interesting things with the V-era beginner gear. Woman with a rose hairpin. Sealed, Genie. I am not she, but I'm afraid I do hope you find her. Alas, this woman is not sealed, Genie. The chest piece is the only thing with 2 dye channels. That's unfortunate. May I help you? That he should go to such lengths to find me. I love him still, I truly do, but I'm too ashamed to meet him. I just wish to see the roses that lovers are giving one another. Please tell Larovic that he should look for me no more. That he should Don't you play these games, woman. He loves you. He loves you. I just went to Hawk Manor and stood in the stained glass projection, kind of. It's not really a good screenshot I took for showing off my two-tone gear, honestly. Well, I at least like want to go for cool stylistic points, you know? I'm afraid to say I had no luck. There, I hope you were able to learn something. Oh, what? Forget her. She cannot ask me to do such a thing. This guy is probably the reason right here. Pray excuse my interruption. I am Sir Tituan, a knight of House Hollier. Fucking Elizans with their goddamn names for everything. I'd die if I had to stream Heaven's Ward. I'd be mispronouncing every other word. Halianarti. Do I have the pleasure of addressing the botanist Larovic? The roses being distributed during the current festivities. May I ask where you acquired them? Those? Why, I grew them from the seeds given to me by my love, a sealed genie. So it is indeed the Druyan coin, the rose permitted to be grown by none save our house. To think that she would bring it to a foreign nation. You know sealed genie? She attended House Hallianart's Rose Gardens until a few years ago when she vanished without a trace. Our house takes the rose for its symbol, and the Durian coin is the foremost of all the species. Seal Genie had care of them on account of her skills. But when Corthus froze over in the calamity's wake, every last plant withered away. 'Twas believed that she fled out of shame. When she entrusted me with the seeds, she made no mention of their importance. Why did she give them to me? This is all such a shock. Indeed, never did I imagine that the rose would end up not only surviving in a foreign land, but thriving. So the reason you seek Seal Genie is in order to bring her to account? While she has violated our laws, she has saved the Durian coin from extinction. As such, I doubt she would face much of a punishment, if any. Nevertheless, my duty is to ascertain the truth of the matter. In that case, will you not allow me to search with you? Though a Seal Genie bade me not to do so, I cannot bear to do nothing. Mayhaps we can have her come to us instead by devising a rumor that would draw her attention. Let us try it. As much as it chafes me to deceive her, I'll do what I must to see her again. Then the question is, what manner of rumor to employ? Have you any thoughts? Alright, I'm a part of this discussion. Being the warrior of light and all, we just kind of stand there and watch other people talk and then sometimes nod or pound our fists together in approval. Larovic has been apprehended by an Ishgardian knight. Larovic is to duel an Ishgardian knight. Nothing is coming to mind. You know, fight to the death! Fight to the death! Fight to the death! The perks of being a silent protagonist. Hello, Lord Cynic. Yeah. Better to be a silent protagonist than fucking have a quip and talk like a Marvel movie character every 5 seconds. Sometimes it's just nice to really appreciate a silent character. That's where Valve has always been king, is not making protagonists that say anything. It's like Gordon Freeman is so good, and then you play other first-person shooter games and the protagonist just does not shut the fuck up the entire goddamn time, and you're like, where's the mod that just disables all voice lines of the character? We wouldn't actually fight, of course. I can't wield anything save botanist tools. On the assumption that Seal Genie is aware of your limits, I dare say she would come out of worry for your safety. We needn't go so far as to cross swords. Yes, that may well work. As for the location, I believe the Great Loam Brewery would be a suitable place. Suitable a place as any. Then it is settled. Let us split up and recruit some citizens to our cause, and lest we cause undue commotion, be sure to clarify 'tis but a ruse. Understood. We meet again at the brewery. I also think that one of the things the Persona games do well is having silent protagonists that still has a bit of a personality in the dialogue options. Same with Pokemon too, I want to say. They're still a character. I kind of like when you have a silent protagonist that's still their own character, but you don't customize them. I think that's a strength of a game. So you can still like kind of self-project, but you're still in someone else's shoes. I think that's more interesting than... I don't really like having custom characters in every game. I've been thinking about this lately. You kind of remove the identity of a game. Like, you have to have the protagonist kind of be their own character for it to even matter. I mean, Pokemon games still have their mascot protagonist in a way. But when you think of the newer games and how you just heavily customize your characters, I don't know, it kind of like removes something. It detracts a little. I wouldn't mind if Pokemon would just go back to everyone looking the same, but I know we're way past that point. At least Persona games, well, whenever the fuck they're gonna release 6 or make 6, it's hopefully it's not a customizable protagonist. You can't, like, people can't tell me, like, oh no, those aren't because they definitely are popular. They have their fans, they get merchandise, they get a whole lot of stuff. I do just like canonized main characters. I don't like everything being a customizable character and a self-insert. If I self-insert into a character, I'm playing an MMO, so that's different. MMOs are just built around this, but when it's in single-player games with a heavy focus on story, I honestly just want to be in someone else's shoes. It's cool if they'll like call the character by my name. Like, I could be called Rick, but I'm still like not me. I think that's still a cool, interesting way to do an RPG. It's my avatar in a way in this world, but it's not me. But at the same time, it is me. But I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. What? A botanist will duel an Ishgardian knight at the Great Lum Growery? Don't tell me they're fighting over you. Yeah, they're fighting over me. Oh, it's just a ruse to find his sweetheart. Well then, consider us part of it. When it comes to the endeavors of love, we will have to help one another. Doesn't take a bunch of random mooks much convincing. Everyone's so helpful in this universe. I get that. If you want the player to create a character, then you have to do extra work to give the player multiple options for role-playing. Yeah. I feel like all these games that let you create your entirely own different character, but I don't know, none of it matters. I think that new fucking shitty Dragon Age game that came out everyone hated, and BioWare shit-canned the entire team that made it, is just that you have no player agency. You may as well not have a custom character at all in that. None of your choices matter, and nothing matters. And at that point, why go the extra mile to let the player have the agency to design what they look like? Just make it a single-player campaign that hinges entirely on pre-existing characters rather than a character you create, I guess. Oh, did the entire Dragon Age team get canned again? Yeah, everyone fucking hated that game. Even longtime fans of it just fucking hated it. I watched a VTuber's video where just the entire time she was just so fucking upset and hating the game constantly. She is like a huge super fan of the original, and just, oh, seeing what they did with that, it was like watching her heart break into the entire time. It was great. It was fantastic. She shit on the game so much. Oh, man. In this day and age, it fucking surprises me that anyone believes BioWare could put out anything actually good. I think they're just a very troubled studio at this point, and nothing they do will ever hold up to what they did during the, what was it, the 7th generation of gaming consoles? And even then, they were running out of steam in the 7th gen. By the time Mass Effect 3 came out, and they fucking dropped the ball with that. And a lot of people were unhappy with how that ended. That should have like been the warning sign that they weren't going to be able to do much good going towards the future. I guess like the first 2 Mass Effects were where they captured a lot of people's interest in magic. You're a Dragon Age 1 fan of Dragon Age 1, but I didn't like 2, so I can't really call my... I don't know, I think liking Dragon Age 1 is the only one you're supposed to like at this point. Didn't Dragon Age 2 not do so well? Verovic wishes to be reunited with his love, you say? It would be too tragic if they couldn't be together. You may count on us to spread rumor far and wide. This is like the most unfocused stream I've ever done, where I'm just like talking way too much between the quest line. Anyone watching on YouTube later on is gonna be like, ugh, this stream sucks ass. YouTube, show me the video where this idiot isn't fucking discussing other games right in the middle of the quest. Nah, it's streaming. No one watches these VODs on YouTube. So you want this rumor to reach the woman with a rose earring? Very well, we shall help. The roses brought my love and I together. This would be a fine chance to give back. I should be glad to tell our other customers as well, in the spirit of the occasion. Should it happen to win me Larovic's favor and lead to a better deal with the guild for the blossoms we use in our popular rose tea, well, who am I to argue? Dragon Age 2 felt like it was made on a shoestring budget, limited to a single city and heavy repetition of areas like the same cave over and over, and the characters were contentious, but many people did like them. Yeah, it was the first divisive. Like what? Everyone loved Dragon Age 1, Dragon Age 2, it was divisive, and then no one has loved Dragon Age 3 or whatever subtitle they're fucking calling it, because video game companies don't want to put numbers in their game names anymore. People are allergic to knowing something's a sequel. So everyone's got to be a stupid, shitty-ass fucking Marvel character and have quips 24/7 and force unlikable, ugly characters on you. They had like the cool, beastly dragon people race. And then you look at them in this new Dragon Age game, and they're the most disgusting, foul things ever. Like, they applied too much realism to it. This is what bothers me about fantasy races in video games now, is they're supposed to be fantasy races. They're not supposed to look like humans. Why are you making them look more human-like? Let them be weird, let them be unique, let them be, like, bestial, let them be, like, I don't know, you just end up with something so visually unappealing. There's too much of a push for technology. And they're forgetting you have to, like, hire an art team and people that know how to design something that looks cool and good. You can't just photo scan a realistic person's face and drop some fucking horns on them in Blender and expect them to look good. I don't need to show... Do I need to show an example? Okay, I'm like trying to like look for this ugly ass character. I'm seeing everyone's ugly character creatures though. Dragon Age Veilguard. Here we go, here we go, here we go. IGN. The character creator in Dragon Age, the Veilguard, is amazing. Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Oh, that looks so fucking disgusting. Oh, God. They used to look a lot more cooler, but this is just... What the fuck were they thinking? And this is just a character created, ugly, whatever the fuck this race is. Why do they kind of look like Cortex from Crash Bandicoot? Yeah, good question. Why do they have such a... Okay, when something has horns, and they make such a big, ugly forehead like that, you know, you kind of... What did these look like in past Dragon Age games again? Dragon Age. I'm obviously a fake fan because I don't know what these fucking things are called or what this race is. I guess what I'm just trying to say is there's too much realism put into these characters now that there is no art style. They're just fucking ugly. Sorry for making you guys look at this fucking thing. Get rid of it ASAP. Holy shit. What the hell were they thinking? Ugh. Quinari. Oh, okay, so... Okay, here we go, here we go. So I found like a decent... This is what they used to look like, and that's way cooler, like, holy shit. They're all gruff and like mean looking, and they look like an actual bestial race. They're cool. You go from that to fucking... Oh god, it's such a fucking ugly character design. 1 second, let me... Fucking internet loves doing this thing now, where they make up these image files. I got an add-on that just saves everything as a PNG now. Oh my god, that's fucking huge. God, why is this... You get to see this ugliness in HD. Oh god, ooh, ew. What is this thing? What is this creature? This isn't cool. This doesn't look good. Like, how do you go from, like, this to that? This is like... I don't like the push for hyper-realism in video gaming. Have people, have artists work on this shit. Don't just expect the technology to... I don't know, it's always just a weird debate. It's like technology versus art direction. And people don't understand. Art direction will always win. Technology will be just this. It's high fidelity, but it's fucking disgusting. Get that shit out of here. Yeah, those guys, not all of them have horns. They all look clearly not face scanned here. Yeah, it's just all face scanned humans. What was that one fucking Mass Effect game? And Andromeda or whatever it was called, and all the characters looked like they had an extra chromosome. And that's a mean way of saying it, but something like... the lights were on, but no one was home in all those characters' brains. Like, let me get an example. Yeah, there we go. That's a really good example of what the fuck I'm talking about. Look at this weird creature. Tell me there's a brain inside that head. That's just fucking disgusting. That's foul. Why is she so shiny? Why does she look like she got stung by a bee? I just remember everyone was dunking so hard on this game when it came out that anyone had any faith in BioWare after this fucking abortion of a game. Disgusting. Holy shit. And she just looks stupid in every single screen cap I've ever seen of her. Something looks very deeply wrong with the characters in this game. As far as I could tell, they swapped to the face scanning stuff and started pushing tech. And it was no longer like an art direction thing, but just like, we have all the money in the world and we have technology that we could just be stupid and lazy with shit. Anyways, yeah, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, sorry, it's like... I've been yapping a little bit too much. We're already an hour in, and I'm not even done with this. I'm truly grateful for your help, Rickubus, but I'm beginning to worry that Seal Genie won't come. Final Fantasy XIV? Oh, yeah. She must, or else I would have suffered through all your lovesick ramblings for naught. What? But I was merely expressing the wonders of true love. One day, someone who does exist in your life. The next, you cannot imagine life without them. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've felt that plenty of times when you really like someone and you don't want to imagine a life without them. Okay, enough of that. Enough. Sir Tituan, please wait. Larovic stands no chance against you. Do not hurt him, I beg you. This feud relates to you, does it not? Please, help me stop it. No, Seal Genie, at long last I found you. Hear me, my love. Sir Tituan means me no harm, I assure you. I am sorry for causing you alarm, but I couldn't bear the thought of never seeing you again, and so I spread a false rumor with help from Rickubus and Sir Tatuan. I have heard all about the Drian coin. Would you not tell me why you entrusted me with the seeds and left? Please, believe me when I say it was for the sake of the Drian coin. The rose wasn't made for the extreme cold that had overtaken Korthos. Believing the conditions to be ideal in the Black Shroud, I brought the seeds here, where I met you. But not only did I fail in my duty to my house, I violated its rules as well. I have no right to be happy. I put the ugly dragon... Okay, I was like... Yeah, they're not on screen anymore. If I left that fucking ugly character design up for the next 2 hours, it would have been funny. That's why I chose to entrust you with the seeds before disappearing. 'Twas an unkind thing I did to you, and I'm truly sorry. When I heard that the roses would be handed out during Valentine's Day, I couldn't help but come and see for myself, though I knew that I couldn't stay. Oh, Seal Genie, to think that you carried such a burden. But whatever you may have done, you have every right to be happy. He's doing the emote. It is thanks to you that the Drian coin now adorns the city, bringing happiness to all. You are a brilliant botanist, and the guild would surely welcome you as a member. Will you not do the honor of growing roses besides me, my love? 'Tis true you violated the rules of House Halianarte, yet you did so with a noble intent, and your actions saved our most precious rose from extinction. In recognition of this, I will speak in your defense, and I will make a recommendation to our house that we officially entrust the growing of the Drian coin to the Botanists Guild. A happy ending. Larovic. Unworthy though I may be, I will gladly grow roses besides you for all my days. A happy ending, true love. Ooh. Let me drink more drink. Thank you, Mechanic Cat. All's well that ends well. Mayhap you would like to say a few words to the happy couple? What should I say? Rick, Sir Tituan, Soul Genie and I are reunited, and it's thanks to you two. We shall go and share the happy tidings with Miss Astrid. My task is done, so I shall return to Ishgard with my own happy tidings that the Drian coin blooms once more. In due course, our house will send a representative to make arrangements regarding the care of the rose. Till next time, my young botanist, I bid you farewell. Let me stretch too. Oh god. Will you not come with us to the amphitheater, Rickubus? I'm certain Miss Astrid will wish to see you too. A happy ending. I know I could take the unscenic route, because but nah. I'm taking the scenic route. Oh, Bert. I'm trying to remember. I think I did side with, did I side with Bert? I think I sided with Bert. These two were a part of a previous Valentine's Day. And I believe Astrid was the third of their kind, but now she's the actual representative of this holiday now. So she got chosen. It's like a popularity poll, I think, on who should be the next quest giver for these events. Welcome back, Rickubus. Orovek and Silgini had told me all. On behalf of the emissaries, I thank you for helping them find one another again. Couldn't have sent a better adventurer to my aid. We're in your debt as well, Miss Astrid. I must say, 'tis truly felicitous that the Drian coin should reunite the people who grew them. They are a wonderful token of one's love, and you should have a special someone in your heart, Rickubus. I urge you to present them with a bouquet as well. Wish I could. Wish I could. Yeah, I've learned the emote bouquet. And then it's just over like that, I guess. We don't get like a closing cutscene. I guess they ran out of budget or whatever. Usually like one more scene would play. And then it would fade up into the sky. The camera would move up into the sky and fade out, and it would be a happy ending. But no, we don't get to see. I guess I don't know. Like, my thanks again for your kind aid. The second chance with Silgini I've been gifted, I shall make the most of. I shall spend some time thinking on what I am able to do, but whatever may come, I will not give Larovic cause of sorrow again. Don't fuck it up, you two. You can just get chosen to be Mrs. on Valentine's Day. You're literally married in this game. Yeah, I am married. I am married. We married for the chocobo. That's about it. I don't have a special someone who plays Final Fantasy XIV with me, so ooh. Then again, there's not really much you can do as a couple in this game. Fuck, where is it? Where's the emote? Fucking forgetting my menu. Where is the emotes again? Oh yeah, it's under here. A bouquet. Whoa. I guess it just stays like that. It's a persisting emote. Whoa. You're beautiful. Oh. Hey, Cocus. I'm finally doing the Valentine's event. Well, I just actually finished the Valentine's event. So we get like a little poster from the event too. No one's gonna complete the heart with me. Ooh. Still gotta do yours. Yeah. It's until the 17th, so don't worry about it too much. Right. Let's go to my home real quick. I just want to see what the poster looks like. Do I have room in this house? I think I do. Yeah, I have this big, beautiful house and no one to share it with. Ooh. Cannot place any more items. Okay. Fucking... I'll put that in the storeroom. I'm stuck in it. Okay. Let's go downstairs. You can tell, like, I ran out of steam decorating this place. I suck ass when it comes to decorating shit. I don't really have a plain wall down here. Here's my weird bathroom. Put it up there. I like that art. That's from last year's event where they gave you the little heart hand sign. Where's that emote? Here's the bouquet. Ooh. Then here's love heart. That's from last year's. They've kind of been slacking on the seasonal events, I feel. At least their rewards. If they're just giving us a poster of last year's event for most of the events, I feel they're not giving us furniture anymore. Maybe maybe it's just not popular with people to give us good furniture. Then again, I can't really remember the past few rewards for certain events anymore. I think I'm just kind of at a point with Final Fantasy XIV where I'm very forgetful of what's even happening in the game anymore, because I don't spend as much time on it anymore as I used to. Which is kind of sad to say. I used to invest a lot more time in Final Fantasy XIV, but ever since becoming a VTuber, it's like I have other things I can be doing now. Here's my old bard jobstone when I traded it in to become a Pictomancer. Just me, by myself, all alone on this beautiful Valentine's Day season. Ooh. Me and my books. Okay. So the Valentine's Day shit is done with. Back to my normal eyes. We're gonna go do some normal content now. Where... Okay, yeah. Tuliol. However the fuck you pronounce it. I keep saying this is my biggest gripe with this fucking expansion. I don't know how to pronounce any of these fucking names. La. Yeah. That's why no one watches my Final Fantasy XIV VODs, I'm pretty sure, because the moment I mispronounce something, the fanboys and fangirls are like, ugh, he said it wrong, I'm gonna dislike the video immediately. I'm gonna be real with you, these role quests, I just didn't fucking care. I just started skipping some of them, because I'm just like, yeah, nah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I did most of them. There's just like a bunch of goons that are fucking shit up. They steal an artifact. There was one that had the power of poison, and so these two idiots decided to try and poison entire villages and intoxicate them with these weird some of them were fine. Then there were others that were a little bit boring. There's a totem thing that got stolen that pretty much made invulnerability shields on everyone. A totem that had the power to put anyone and anything to sleep. They were a little bit comedic in nature, but also a little bit serious too. And there's like that, like in the very first, I think it was the very first VOD for the stream I did for Dawntrail. We got to see this weird rabbit chick, and what is this? A 7 point. Is this 7.1 or 7.2? No, I think this is like 7.1 still. I've already forgotten the fucking. Oh god. I have a really bad memory. I have a goldfish memory. I think this is 7.1. It has to be 7.1. They have like the additional patches after the main patch. So yeah, they just added this in where it's a finale. If you do all the role quests, you get to see what was up with that rabbit chick. So I have all the role quests, you know, tank, healer, magic DPS, physical DPS, and range DPS. Rickubus, so good to see you. I was hoping you would pay us a visit. The Landsguard received word from various nations you visited in your search for the treasures and requested that we inform you of the latest tidings. They also send their earnest gratitudes for your efforts. And it seems each of the 5 criminals has been brought into custody, although some had to be tracked down after you trounced them. Sorry, I had to burp. You guys don't get to hear that. They now await the judgment of the governments they wronged. I thought all was well until I overheard some customers saying that the Passage of the Unbound had new leaders. She's up to it again. She's recruiting new goons. The shop was so busy that I couldn't find a chance to speak with them before they left, but I felt compelled to report what I heard to the Landsguard. Yeah, there she is. Evil woman spotted. It was a sobering reminder that as long as their leader, Apayi, is free, she can rebuild and scheme again. You must have learned about the organization's workings during your search. Do you remember anything that might help us find out what she's up to? Each of her leaders was carefully selected from different regions. Apayi orchestrated everything for some greater purpose. Their funds were coming from Verazon. Honestly, it was all a haze. I was lost, yeah. That's too bad. Luckily, the Landsguard managed to dig up information. One of those apprehended said the Passage of the Unbound received their funds from a shady mercantile outfits located in Olda. Apyahi has monetary means. It wouldn't take much to recruit new leaders for new schemes. Evil deeds come all too cheap. Dirty deeds. Done dirt cheap. I have an idea. If Apyahi is really... she's really recruiting new members, we could feign interest in her cause to get close to her. You might be onto something. We even know a man she's never had the pleasure of meeting. Rickubus. I'm not gonna subscribe to her OnlyFans. Fuck off. I know we're asking a lot from you, but any information you extract from Apyahi and her new cohorts could prevent further incidents. What do you say? Okay. I gotta be her tier 3 sub. God damn it. Desperate times, I suppose. We're very grateful. A small warning, however. You know 5 treasures were stolen, but there could be more. Whatever you do, don't treat Apyahi lightly. I suggest finding out what power she has at her disposal and what her goals are before making your move. Which reminds me, those you aided are most eager to see Apyahi apprehended. We'll tell them you're hot on her tail. From now, why don't you travel to Ul'dah and ask around? Perhaps our quarry has already tried to recruit the disillusioned into her ranks. Oh, my PC's gonna fucking hate me, because guess where we gotta go? Shit, why am... We gotta go to Ul'dah. Okay, good, it's in the merchant area. You know what server I'm playing on, which you very well have the knowledge right up there in the corner. You know what happens in Ul'dah on Balmung. There's so many people in this area. Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out if you want a true stress test of your PC. Fucking walk in Balmung Ul'dah and you'll see how your computer can handle it. Villains who wish to topple the nations of the world? I'm afraid I haven't heard of such a group, but there are no shortage of complaints about the Sultanate. Most common are the gripes about market fees. They hear the merchants tell it, every one of them is a single bad bargain away from an empty coin purse. I can't say they'd go as far as treason, though. I don't know the name of Apyahi, but I do know of a strange man. Each day he stands aloof, staring at passerby with those dead eyes. Last I saw him, he was near the market board. Oh, it makes my stomach churn just to imagine he might still be there. My hunt link shell notifying me that something's up. Shifty-eyed blokes? More shifty than usual, you mean? Well, it just so happens a strange man tried to strike up a conversation with me not too long ago. Said he liked how eagerly I gave those bastards in the brass blade a piece of my mind. He invited me to gatherings of people who sought true freedom, as he put it. I didn't like the smell of it, hence you find me here. Seems a suspicious man has been recruiting disgruntled citizens for unknown purposes. Perhaps you can get his attention by showing how angry you are near the market boards. Oh, I'm so angry. You there, mind letting me bend your ear? Is it gonna be a Lalafell? No. They always fucking make Lalafells evil bastards in this game. I sense in you a kindred spirit, one who's tired of being trampled on by the high and mighty. I think there's a place for you in our organization. The Passage of the Unbound. You might have heard a tale of mysterious artifacts being used to incite unrest across the world. That was our doing. The oppressed finally striking back at the oppressors to win back the freedom they took from us. But we mean to aim even higher, and for that we need more good men and women to lead us. Men like you. Down with the oppressors! As long as I get my own artifact, I'm in. That's the more schemy, slimy way to do it. Yeah, I like your gusto. Mayhap you have what it takes. Mayhap you don't. Either way, you'll have to pass the audition first. You want a seat at the table. Prove you're worth our while. Okay, I just got initiated into some fucking cult. One of our own is standing by at the Gold Court. Show him this handbill, and he'll lead you to where you need to go. Did I go the long way? I think I went the... It doesn't matter. Where... There he is. What do you want? So you wish to lead others upon the passage, eh? You're welcome to try. But fair warnings, this may be the hardest trial you've ever had to endure. Are your loins properly girded? Yeah, I've killed gods. That enthusiasm won't take you far. Now then, follow me. The audition will be held in this room, even though the blackest hearts have balked at what we put our potential leaders through. So, the audition will be held in this room. Even those with the blackest hearts have balked at what we put our potential leaders through. So I'll be listening to your progress with great interest. The way Ul'dah is designed is they have so many rooms that they could just do whatever the fuck they want with. Enter. Can you hear it? The cry of a child too young to know fear. Can you see it? A blackbird in flight, its wings straining the azure skies. Can you feel it? The shape of the world as it should be, molded by hands free of fetters. The passage to a new morrow lies before you. The passage of the unbound. She gets her own portrait too? What a self-centered woman this is. I do like evil women though. Ahem, and with that, let us begin the audition for our new round of leaders. Beta selection committee, please take their seats. He's got her own fucking cult. The Lalafell I just now noticed the Lalafell has fucking meat and pork in his hands. He's eating it at the Where are they gonna make that an emote? You look disappointed somehow. Ha, I understand. You expect to meet our founder. My apologies, but you'll need to prove yourself ere you are granted such an audience. At least they have automatic doors, yeah. All the doors in this game are basically automatic in a weird, funny way. Now tell us your name. Say your true name. Rickubus. The Rickubus. You would play at being one of the realm's most beloved heroes. Take this as an honest criticism. Your capacity for deception is hardly equal to Samadere's, so I suggest a more humble alter ego. These fuckers killed Byakko like multiple times too to get the Byakko throne. On to the next question. Why do you wish to join us? I want to change the world. My final message. Goodbye. Sorry, dogs are barking at the moment. I was impressed by your previous leaders. My friend joined up, so I thought, why not? I want to change the world. My final message. Goodbye. It's truly, if you truly desired that, you would have done something noteworthy by now. It would be ill-advised to recommend a novice for a position of leadership. Enough about your ambitions. What can you do? I could do a really big jump. I could take on anyone or anything in a fight. No one could craft and gather like me. I'm a devil at Domin Mahjong. No. I could take anyone or anything in a fight. Anyone can fight. You do know we're trying to topple nations here, don't you? You don't need someone with muscles. We need someone who can grasp the reins of leadership and take us to victory. That's enough questions for now, methinks. Let's see if this one has the guts to stand against an entire nation. Am I a Dragoon? Is that a thing in... Yeah, Dragoons exist in Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm a Pictomancer. I have all my classes max leveled now, actually. This traitorous cur sold us out to our enemies. Chop off his head for us, will you? Oh. They want me to kill a man. Oh, what's wrong? Having second thoughts. You know, I could just kill everyone in this room right now. Take the weapon in hand. Yeah, give me a knife. I already have, like, every single weapon that... Ooh. Evil. Oh my, look at those eyes. The killer's eyes. Well, I'm convinced. You can put that down now. That was all but a ruse, you see. You played the traitor most convincingly, my boy, and now you may leave. Give me that as an emote. Let's see. Oh yes, your final task. Strike a pose that captures your essence. Go. Capture my beauty. Oh my, such confidence, such grace. This Kong has a silly face. They quite literally emanate from you. I really should have dressed the part of the evil goon for this questline. I believe we're ready to make our decision. You truly are a singular among the other applicants. We can confidently say you've passed the first edition. Even hard-boiled, Tralterfute. It nearly cracked under the pressure of our inquiries, but you remain composed throughout. Congratulations on your impressive feat. Our agent awaits without to guide you onto the next step. Okay, I guess I just exit. Once you leave the Hall of the Unbound, you'll be able to... Actually, let's, gargoyle statue. Wait, the... selection of candidates this time. Burp. You feel you pulled wool over our eyes. Good. That just shows your capacity for villainy. Be proud of it. I can see it in your eyes that you've been through more than I can imagine. Hold on to your anger and use it to bring the tyrannical rulers down to earth. Seashells. I wonder if we get this as a reward. Or if that's just like a joke item. Wait. Holy fuck, give me that for my house. That better be given to us during the summer event this year. That looks delicious. Alright. On to the next step. You thought we'd welcome you into the fold after a single audition? I'll have you know our standards are higher than that. By the way, if you had failed back there, I'd be guiding you to a combat training right now. You can never have too much fodder for the cause, after all. Not many have been where you're going. But don't celebrate just yet. The hardest part is still to come. You must endure one final test, and seeing as how important it is, our founder will be conducting it herself. She was here a moment ago, but something compelled her to leave for the Sagoli Desert. Always has she followed the slightest whim. Show some initiative and find her among those massive dunes. Don't be intimidated. If you're truly meant to lead us, fate arranged this meeting long ago. Sagoli Desert. So, since I have all my classes max leveled now, Paladin, Warrior, Dark Knight, Gunbreaker, Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, Samurai, Reaper, Viper, White Mage, Scholar, Astrologian, Sage, Bard, Machinist, Dancer, Black Mage, Summoner, Red Mage, Pictomancer, Blue Mage. And then I also have Carpenter, Blacksmith, Armorer, Goldsmith, Leatherworker, Weaver, Alchemist, Culinarian, Miner, Botanist, Fisher. Everything's maxed out. I can rest for the rest of this expansion. Here's my reward for having done all that. Well, actually, no, just the combat jobs. The crafting and the botanist stuff is, I think, optional. We get this little mount, which is a cute one, and it comes with different little expressions you can do. Sadly, you can't do them when you're flying around. Yeah, it's a really goofy, cute mount. Whoa. Oh wait, here she is. I think here she is. It's not very deserty right now. There's actually a fog here. I guess Pokemon Go just gave me an alert right now that they're doing a Love Disc Hour to celebrate Valentine's. How appropriate. But I already got like plenty of shiny ones. I don't need it. Not even Alamola? Love Disc? Yeah, they always do Love Disc. It is the heart Pokemon. Stop! She has the powers to command beasts. Shake. Spin. She's that kind of evil woman. Now come. I'm sorry. She's a Beastmaster. Kinda. Good boy, good boy. Ooh, up playing with a worm? She is. It works as well as I remembered. No beast is too great for the artifact's influence. Does it work on people? People are pretty beastly. What are you doing here? Do you fancy strolls among nondescript sand dunes? Or is this not a chance encounter? Is that so? My underlings see potential in you. Ah. Well then, let us proceed straight to introductions. Remember my name, the architect of the passage. Apyahi. Fucking doing a JoJo pose. If you wish to be one of my chosen leaders, there is but one requirement: boundless charisma. Hello, Ematron. Extraordinary strength and unparalleled intellect means nothing if you lack charm. No one will follow Boar. No one will follow a Boar. Yeah, I feel that. I am pretty boring as a VTuber. I'm pretty boring as a VTuber, so... oh god, I have no charisma. I'm a charisma sponge. I suck all the charisma out of the room the moment I walk through the door. Yet when we've spoken with the right tenor, even wicked words can resonate with small folk and rouse them to action. They will gladly throw themselves into the thick of battle for a cause they believe in. Our cause. Yeah, I see enough of that in real life, honestly. People just, like, get riled up over everything and anything. It's... Right now, evil people really do shine, so this is a very topical kind of quest in a way. How easy it is to manipulate others into bullshit causes, I guess. It did well in informing my first cadre of leaders. Their absolute devotion to indulging their own desires moved even me to tears. For all their faults, I still wholeheartedly believe they were worthy of wielding the artifacts. Makes me believe the same about you, and I shall gladly take you under my wing. With a $60 subscription to my OnlyFans. Where you can listen to me. What do ASMR girls do nowadays? I don't know. I'm not gonna continue that train of thought. Well, now's your chance to impress me. Tell me, what do you wish to gain by overthrowing the nations of the world? Well... I understand that money is the lifeblood of this world, and not but the wealthy can act with true freedom, yet it is that very structure we wish to dismantle. As for me, I only want one thing: freedom. My village prospered amid nature unrestrained, while those in it were bound by the rules of society. Our roles were determined at birth. Some would hunt, some would weave, but none were allowed to follow their hearts. Huh? Vasilio, thank you for the follow. Hope I said your name correctly. If I did not, I am sorry. None were allowed to follow their hearts. Obedient meant a life without hardship, yes, but I couldn't suffer for the task I was burdened with. So, in defiance of those stifling customs, I went into the forest to hunt, and returned to my village with a prey mightier than any that had been caught before. For this, I was rewarded with exile. Yet my banishment was a blessing in disguise, for it helped me realize I could survive, I could thrive, unbound by rules. I also understood that many like-minded souls yet suffered under the subjugation of state. I resolved to become an example they could follow, to build the passage that would guide them to freedom. I said it correctly? Awesome. I'm very bad at pronouncing names. But enough about myself. There's something I wish to see. Follow me, but be wary of the beasts that infest these sands. As said, beasts abound in these parts. I could kill them myself, but this presents an opportunity. Let us commence the practical exam. Defeat the creatures by whatever means are at your disposal. I know I should have loaded up my magic. Hold on, gotta paint up my motifs. Yeah, I probably didn't even need to. I can just nuke these things. That was a fine show of strength, fine enough to impress the meek into following you, I dare say. Very good. Now follow me. We are not far now. It's so crazy that I would get the Sagoli Desert with the fog I feel like this is a very rare occurrence. It usually doesn't look this bleak. Here we are. I heard the stars are breathtaking from this vantage. In Olda, they would charge you to view the sky from a place like this, as if there weren't enough hands grasping at our coin purse. Let us wait a while and see if the stories are true. Oh, they're gonna force weather in this cutscene. They're gonna make me sympathize with her. Indeed, it is every bit as beautiful as they say. It is a worthwhile trek. Wouldn't you agree? Gotta be careful, this chick, she's into astrology. Lights from those stars traveled all the way from the edge of the firmament, obstructed by nothing on its journey. Free. People are gonna murder me for that comment, probably. I'm just joking. You know what they say about girls that believe in zodiac and star signs and everything? I believe people have the same capacity. Each of us star onto ourselves. The light of our lives illuminating the farthest reaches of the heavens. She likes Sanrio, I bet. Don't trust those Hello Kitty girls. Ah yes, you've passed, by the way. It's a shame I'm gonna betray you, but you're kinda evil. I knew I wanted you with me soon after our first meeting. Friends and allies gravitate towards you, don't they? I could tell. And so, to honor your induction into my inner circle, I shall award you with an artifact of power unequaled. Is what I would like to say. Unfortunately, my stock of magical objects has been much depleted as of late. Ah, no! Are you truly so crestfallen? I suppose I cannot fault you for staying true to your ambitions. I don't get no evil magical item. The artifact wielded by the previous cadre were purloined from across the continent of Tyrol, where they were enshrined as objects of great power. Alas, we had greater need of them. Mine, however, came into my possession long before that. After I was exiled, I traveled the world to seek a place that was truly free. Disillusioned by every nation I set foot in, I eventually crossed the ocean to Tyrol. In the remote outskirts of Tyrol, I came across ancient and forgotten ruins, and within I encountered the spirit of a Yakwoi who called himself the Wise One. I asked the Wise One where I might find freedom, and he told me this story. When I yet lived, my people ventured into Tyrol. Before we could settle there, here a terrible sickness struck, and one of many lost their lives. I sought a way to conquer this affliction, crafting an instrument that could harness the power of mighty beasts. Thus was the first treasure created. Alas, I was too late to save my brethren, yet I knew I could save others from our fate, and so I traveled across the land, bestowing the treasure upon struggling tribes. I wish to create a place where people, bereft of a home, can live as they wish. Such treasure could help me realize this dream. Your convictions is plain to see. That is true. 5 treasures I have bequeathed, but there is one which remains sealed away. Its power is far too dangerous. My conviction means I cannot wield it responsibly. I beg you. Oh, ham-fistedly heroic voice, like she's in her brain, like being heroic. I beg you, bestow this treasure upon me. My words must have swayed him, because the spirit's final act was to honor me with the relic before disappearing. What if it, like, didn't go that way? What if she just, like, took it? This never happened. She's just imagining it. I will use the power entrusted to me to shatter the rules that stifle us. That is why I created the Passage of the Unbound. And now you are one of its leaders. Stand by my side, and together we shall release the people of the world from their chains. Are you gonna give me your cool pose? I did not initially intend to spend so much time in these wastes. Do ensure that you master that. Do ensure you master that pose I showed you. Although I've only recently invented it. I expect every member to be capable of striking it in a moment's notice. With that, I cordially welcome you to the passage of the Unbound. Wow, cool pose. Let's see. Oh, this is the Polkalia. Like a little hello, I guess. Where actually is it? Pose of the Unbound. I don't look very threatening with my little tiny sausage fingers. Yeah, this looks like shit on Lalafell, sadly. Maybe if I put like a different outfit on it would look better. It just looked really goofy. Now that the night has energized us, it is time to take action. Our goal is no less than to see every nation in the world crumble, yet we must start somewhere. I was struck by how much has changed during the most recent visit to Tyrol, when I gathered the first group of my chosen leaders. At the time I encountered the Wise One, no ruler had united the continent under one banner. Uncertainty was in the air, but so was the scent of freedom. I had never seen a place quite like it. So much did it intrigue me, in fact, that I adopted a Shitona name for myself. Yet now, the same freedom that I found so appealing is bound by the restrictions of state, and each day that passes, those binds grow tighter. This is why our first course of action shall be to return to Tyrol, to what it once was, to liberate it from the tyranny of the Tuliol. My previous leaders were avatars of self-indulgence. They never quite grasped the concept of overthrowing a nation. It falls on us to set a precedent for future leaders to follow. Go to Tyrol and get the lay of the land. Venture to Satatui in Shaloni and rendezvous with my enforcers at the local tavern. You may await further orders there. Apyahi's scheme has been laid bare. You should bring this information to Ra Majun in Tuliol. I got a cool pose. Wanna see it? Did you find out what she's... No, look at this pose. I wonder if there's any other rewards or if the pose is just the only thing we get from this. Where was it again? What was it? I already lost it. There's a problem like where they add too many emotes to the game, you don't even like know where they are anymore. Oh, pose of the Unbound. I got a cool pose, look at it. Ooh. Rickubus, you are returned. Were you able to track down Apyahi? I see, her methods for testing the mettle of her would-be leaders are as unique as the candidates themselves. Yet, learning that her next target is Toliol only makes this sinking feeling in my stomach worse. This revelation doesn't come as a complete surprise, you see. We've heard whispers of a plot against the city and have been aiding with the Landsguard with investigating the leads. While you were abroad, some familiar faces showed up to lend a hand. Oh, speak of the withdrawal. Here's all the role quest NPCs that we helped. Everyone's here. The gang's all here. When Brook Evu sent word you meant to pursue Apyahi, we were eager to join the hunt. Yet right as we were arranging a ship to cross the ocean, we spied a suspicious group and disembarking at the port and decided we might better aid you by tracking their movements. They claimed to be looking for work and obtained permission to travel to Shaloni. Yet upon arriving, they went to work of a different sort, asking anyone they could to find about Tuyol and the inner workings of its government and defenses. When not bothering the people of Shaloni, they loaf about and the master of the tavern there said the group spend long hours talking to other patrons, rarely ordering a thing, and going on about some plan. Man, they're just a bunch of fucking idiots, aren't they? Well, clearly they are the enforcers of Apyahi mentioned. We need to find out what they're planning and how Apyahi's treasure fits into the picture. Then we can figure out how to stop them. Let's split up. If these enforcers are as talkative as they seem, I'm sure it won't be hard to eavesdrop. Let me help too. I have an idea that might make things easier. But it requires Rickubus to aid us. I hope you can oblige. Then it's settled. Loskana, Tepeki, and I will work to uncover the nature of Apyahi's treasure. I can already it fucking controls Beast. You don't need to do anything to figure out what her treasure does. These link pearls should make it easier to communicate. I bought them from a foreign sailor. I knew they'd come in handy sooner, rather than later. Alright, once we discovered something, we'll meet you at the Aetherite Plaza in Hawasohola. The W is probably silent. Suwatoni. Now then, follow me and I'll tell you about this idea of mine. Oh, we got clear skies in Tuliol. We got this beautiful beach view. I have something that will make our job a lot easier. The Dreamweave Cocoon. The village elder understood how much it means to me to bring the Unbound to justice for their crimes and entrusted me to do so once and for all. You've met this Apyahi in the flesh, yes? That means you could use the cocoon to imitate her. It can do that? Why, I was ready to use stealth and deception, but this will make getting the information we need much easier. My thinking exactly, but it will all be for nothing if Apyahi reaches them before we do. So let's make our way to Usatawahi at once. Suwatani. Double H's, but like, are the H's... I don't know. I'm dumb. Today Monday? I think today's Monday. No, today's Tuesday. What am I thinking? I've lost like all track of time, honestly. It's like, did I work yesterday? I completely forgotten. Like, yeah. That means all my weekly shit has reset too. Took a peek inside and saw a few rough-looking types who didn't didn't sound Turali gathered around one of the tables. Doubtless there are targets. Yet no one's fitting Apyahi's description, so she probably hasn't arrived yet. This is our chance. We can hear everything from here, so keep a watch in case Apyahi makes an appearance. If she does, we'll call you on a link pearl. Alright, Rickubus, take the Dreamweave cocoon in hand and your mind's eye envision that wicked woman. Whoa, I'm hot now. Ooh. I don't think this is this I don't think you could just naturally have this hair color. That's gonna be... At some point, I know they're probably gonna unlock these neon candy colors for everyone to use. And it's gonna wreak havoc on the game's aesthetic, because everything is very grounded colors, I want to say. Very muted, very... Things aren't supposed to be as neon as they're presented in some parts of this expansion. Oh, boss, wait, you told us not to trust anyone, even yourself. If you are who I think you are, then do the pose. We've all got sore arms from practicing it so much. No one but you could strike a pose half as inspiring. We've been waiting, boss. Now that you're here, that means it's time to mobilize, right? Have you done what I asked? You remember what the plan is, right? I'm actually just now noticing she has green eyes. Of course, boss, we each memorize a different part of to make us sure we don't forget it. I like green eyes, if it wasn't obvious. I mean, my VTuber, I myself, I do have green eyes. My actual natural colored eyes are green. But I could change their color whenever I want, so... I'll be green-eyed for the rest of the stream, I think, maybe. Of course, boss, we memorize a different part to make sure we don't forget it. Like, nah, I'm not gonna do the goon voice. We'll launch our attack from the gates of Toliol. Cerulean barrels will blow it to bits in a fantastic explosion. And Elatir's concoction will give us strength to crush the Landsguard like ants. I like how the drunk guy just passed out in front of the doors. A simple plan for simple villains, don't you think? Keep pressing them for information, Rickubus. And what is my role in the attack? What'll you be having? Excuse me, we're in the middle of something. Your finest... Yeah, let's get them all drunk. We'll leave them all with the tab, too. What? You're actually ordering something? You told us the free don't have to spend coin to just sit at a table. Well, you see, we're gonna dine and dash. Rickubus, we're seeing the real Appy approaching. We have to buy time. Keep the henchmen talking. You there, excuse me, I, wouldn't go in there. The drinks are more water than spirit. Is that so? Well, good thing I'm not thirsty. No, the food. There's no food either. They sold every last dish. What? And they have the gall to remain open? We'd run amok, indeed. Luckily, I wasn't planning on ordering anything. I'd rather die than become a paying customer. Have you no shame? Imagine going to a restaurant and not, like, getting anything and still sitting down and using their table and just discussing things and then leaving after you order your free complimentary glass of water. There was something else I didn't think there was. You were supposed to shore up our numbers, right? You said that artifact of yours that would give us an army. Well, did it? Rickubus, get out of there. She's coming in. Uh-oh. Nice little transition work right there. Oh, you're already here? You move quickly. Well, that means we can get started all the sooner. Once Tulial succumbs to our wrath, together we shall celebrate the return of true liberty to Tyrol. Now, see to your preparations, then join us upstairs. We strike when I give the order. We better get out of here. You're just gonna figure out something's fucked up. That was close. I don't know what would have happened if we were found out. I couldn't hear what you were saying while we were trying to distract Abyahi. Did you get anything we can use? It's great. Tentoawa and the others have arrived themselves. Let's go meet them. I think that's a female Vieira. I want to say, like, she's kind of cute, and she looks cute. I think I skipped all the cutscenes she was in. Just like the short hair and glasses combo is, like, cute. She's got boobs, that's yeah. Sometimes I can't tell with the Vieira. They're kind of very, very, very close in their looks. I got so used to there just only being, like, female Vieira that when they added boys to the game, I just couldn't tell them apart at that point, because my brain was conditioned to think they're just all women. I heard you ran into Abyahi at the tavern. Tell us everything that happened. I see your plan is to strike at Tulial from the Shaloni side, then we can focus our defenses there. You said our minions spoke of an army being summoned by your treasure? That matches with the story we heard. It was told to us by one of the Vipers. We hope their expertise in tracking deadly beasts such as the Tyrol Vidral, that very source of our treasure's powers, might provide insight on the capabilities of hers. Apparently they received reports that creatures across Tyrol were falling under the thrall of a Shitona woman. Even the most feral beast obeyed her like a docile lamb. Checks out with the worm. I saw Abyahi command a massive worm. Well, we now know what our enemy is capable of. I heard that some of the animals hunt by hypnotizing their prey with sound, smell, or even magical energy. Perhaps the Tural Vidral, whose essence lie in her treasure, was one of those, but it's difficult to say which. Even so, we know Apyahi's plan and the threat we face. We can prepare for whatever she might throw at us. We'll cut her off. We'll cut off her advance at Zogor the Boundless. It'll take everything we'll have to drive her back, but if we fight as one, neither her nor her beast will take a single step into Tuliola. Tulioli! I'll stay here for a while and keep an eye on things. If Apyahi makes a move, I'll contact you at once. Can you tell Raul Majon what we've learned? I believe there's 4 parts to this quest, because when I was looking over the patch notes, so we're nearing the finale now. We'll see how this pays off. She's bringing an army of beasts to our doors? There's so little time to prepare. And if the treasure can bend ferocious beasts to its will, she must consider the possibility it could be used on people too. Oh, it can work on people maybe. She's just too dumb to realize that. She didn't even need the beast. I'll bring this information to the Landsguard at once, that they may begin readying the city's defenses. I know neither you nor they will let a single citizen come to harm. This is it, Rickubus. With any luck, Apyahi and her cronies will soon be languishing in the cells. Bright Bustle. I think this is like the comedic song. You said Tentowawa was keeping watch in Sadawi, right? I suppose no news is good news. Apyahi and her minions are prepared to depart. It's time, everyone. We make our stand before the gates of Tuliol. She just kind of forgets I was a no-show, I guess. And here I was hoping that Apyahi would turn herself in. Well, I suppose she'll just have to be brought in by force. She might have that treasure, but she doesn't have our allies, and she certainly doesn't have you. Still subscribe to her OnlyFans as a part of the plot, though, so ugh. Today we have to stop the Unbound, and tomorrow we'll welcome a dawn in Tuliol, free of their shadow. Bam, 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 bam. Could always just teleport outside into that zone. There we go. Yeah, okay, we're getting a battle. Although the circumstances that brought us together were less than fortunate, I am confident that in the end, we'll be stronger for them. We won't allow the passage of the Unbound to wreak havoc on Tuliol. Today, Apyahi and her ilk answer for their crimes. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you're defeated, you'll be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Let's go. They're here. We knew you were coming. Yahi, you and your gang of thugs won't be going any further. Is that my little tier 3 sub? So you've chosen to join the other sheep, have you? How disappointing. I offered you so much more than a life of a lapdog. Villains like you don't deserve freedom. No, I never intended to fight by your side. Heh, of course you would say that. You are Eorzea's savior, after all. I knew it from the moment I saw you, and I suppose now you're asking yourself why I was so forthcoming with my plans. I wanted to see what we fight for, to realize the beauty of true freedom and devote yourself to the pursuit to it as our ally. Alas. Your allies only follow you because the treasure has them all in its thrall. No one would willingly follow such a reckless leader. Interesting, you think I have the power to command others against their will? Well, don't you? Oh, you are more foolish than I thought, than I believed. I would never rob anyone of their freedom. She's gone. Not gone. Here. They are going to reveal Beastmaster as a class eventually in this expansion. That's probably going to be a blue mage deal. Fucking limited job shit. Look, Beast approach from the Tulial side. Ow. We committed too heavily to this side, and now she strikes at our blind spot. We must open the gate. Path to a new tomorrow lies ever before us. We need only the brave enough to walk it. We only need to be brave enough to walk it. Leave this lot to us. You tend to the others. I guess that's why she has a little mushroom companion. We have to take care of these beasts before going after Epyahi. Over here, Rickubus. Can I get it from here? I cannot. As I feared, my creatures cannot live up to the real thing. How about this? I can't read all the dialogue here, so if you're paying attention, you'll just have to read it yourself. Doesn't seem to be that involved of an encounter yet. Wait, do we gotta look up to see where they're gonna drop? Not really telegraphing where they're gonna fall. Okay, there we go. I'm like, this is taking forever. Tenacious slot, aren't you? I suppose I wouldn't want you to fall too quickly. Line them up. Pictomancer is so incredibly busted, and they're just not doing anything to nerf it. They overtune Pictomancer so much that their answer was to just buff everyone else. No, my poor, pitiful pets. I cannot rely on numbers alone. Keep them distracted, my darlings. We'll be fine. Go after Yahi. Hey, where am I supposed to go? I guess this way? Thank you, Mechanic Cat. I'll take a sip of my drink. What's it gonna do? Oh, that doesn't look good. Try and take care of everything with an AoE. I admit, I may have underestimated you lot. And while defeating you would be quite the feather in my cap, the gates of Toliel are a much easier target. Curse, she's making a run for it. Follow her. Okay. Anything that would obstruct the free world I am to create will be destroyed. Must you insist on being a thorn in my side? Very well, then I shall plant the banner of evil upon the corpse of Eorzea's hero, and the meek shall flock to me. Make my fervent desire manifest. Grant me the power to seize undying freedom. The Architect, Apiahi. Oh, he's moldy. Because I guess she's like using spores to control things. Okay. This is a unique barrel tender model. Maybe Myco tender. Go forth, my prickly punisher, and crush those who would bind us. Oh shit. Okay, what's this gonna do? Oh, I think I see. Not that difficult of a fight. Though these things typically aren't like, oh. Okay, something actually new. They're coming to save me. How can you stand before the treasure's might? What are you? I'm the motherfucking warrior of white. Ooh. Such power. Do not falter, my spiky soldier. No, even my spiniest savior has fallen. Alright, time to whoop her ass, boys. Flesh Boiling Punishment Lake is the name of that move. I can rely on the NPCs more to just get the fuck out of my way and not ruin my rotation. I'm gonna like end her before that I can even get a chance to use that, I'm sure. You know, you like the stars so much. There you go, Starfall right on your ass. To my understanding, the joke there is that every time she fires an arrow, it hits a Namazu or something comedic. Oh, it was the little spore fella. It seems I must admit defeat. Yet, know this, I do not believe the ideals for which I fought were misguided. Think back upon the leaders who came before you, those 5 self-serving souls who dared to live as they pleased. All the goons. Each one the perfect image of liberty, yet ultimate perfection cannot be achieved without ultimate power. That is why we fought, why we became villains, to tear down the world's nations and their stifling rule so that the voiceless may speak again. What made you feel this way? Rickubus has told you already, surely, yet the exile that emboldened my hatred of meaningless restrictions also led to my awakening. I couldn't have known true freedom without it. And as I traveled the world, I noticed the same thing everywhere I went, that the many were bound by the few. In Gridania, citizens are discouraged from joining hands with their neighbors. In Ul'dah, merchants craft laws to exert their control over others. Even in Lominsa, once lawless pirates are made to bow to the state. Need I say more, the countless Ishgardians who were tricked into sacrificing themselves when their church fanned the flames of war, the people of the East whose entire lives are determined by outdated customs and mores. I had to go west to find what I sought here in Tyrol. I lived a life unbound. Or so I thought. After a terrible tragedy, I was forced to find a new home once again. Terrible. What happened? I scarcely say it. I was asked to pay for my lodgings. You for real, bitch? Pay? You mean you hadn't been paying all along? Why should I have to trade coin for a roof over my head? In my village, charging for something so essential was unthinkable. So long as one followed the rules, that is. For the first time since my exile, I questioned my path. And I convinced myself that taking care of my drunken sisters night after night wasn't so bad after all. Where did you live again? No, that doesn't matter. Surely, if you can't accept trading labor for housing, you can understand the reasons behind trading coin for it. No, money is just another rule that's used to control us. A rule that I won't accept. Listen, I hate money too, but I was forced to live on the streets. In my tent, I plotted the rebellion would start with me and end with the authority of every nation in tatters. Yet one day, after long hours of sowing discontent, I returned to find my tent gone. In its place stood a sign that read, "No vagrancy." Last thing you owned was gone in an instant. That can't have been easy. I can understand your perspective, Apyahi, but a world where everyone did what they pleased would soon fall to chaos. Laws are the only thing which keep us from that. And I know firsthand what it's like to be bound by old rules. Rules whose purposes are sometimes baffling. But you don't have to follow them blindly. If you're dissatisfied, you can work to change them. What you speak of, Apyahi, is not freedom, it is self-indulgence. So you're saying, if I change the law, I could do whatever I please? Bitch learned nothing. Not a word got through to her. Talking anymore would just be a waste of breath. It's time to put her in chains. Take her away, boys. This is all you're doing, isn't it? It's time you join the rest of your minions. I won't resist, but this isn't over. Those who share my vision will hear of this injustice, and they will carry on my legacy. The passage of the Unbound shall remain open forevermore. Your bravery was inspiring, everyone. Apyahi is in the custody of the Landsgarden. Her treasure is destroyed. Without their leader and secret weapon, the Unbound may as well truly be finished. We should return to blah 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 and let blah 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 Raul Majun know about our victory here. Names I can't pronounce. Just faster to teleport there. Or actually, wait, isn't there something right by the gate? We'll go to scenic route. I still really like the city music. It's really good. As long as it's not the song titled Smile, it's pretty good in this expansion. I don't think a single person likes Smile. It's such a bad song. It's too cheesy. It's way too fucking cheesy with those lyrics. I heard all about your battle with the passage of the Unbound. Leave it to you. All to not only capture their leader, but do so without anyone in Tolial coming to harm. By the way, mages from the Wing of Protection inspect the remains of the beasts he fought. Their discoveries were surprising, to say the least. They weren't actually individual organisms, you see, but a collection of a minute fungi that had taken the form of familiar creatures. The mages concluded that the Tural Vidral sealed within the treasure was likely once a fungi itself. This explains the sightings of Abyahi traveling with beasts of all sorts at her beck and call. She built her army by finding the fiercest creatures she could and recreating them with the power of the treasure. But you stood against that army without a shade of fear in your eyes. As a token of our gratitude, you're welcome to tacos on the house whenever you're in. Hell yeah, free unlimited taco cheat unlocked! Speaking of which, I hear Tentowawa and the others will soon be returning to their respective villages. Goodbyes are always bittersweet, but I'm sure they'd love to speak with you one last time. I neglected to mention this earlier, but I was able to convince everyone back home to stop relying on the cradle. My sleepless days are over, but I've been busier than ever. I've looked to Ishgard Knights for inspiration on how to build solidarity among the villagers. We train together and make turns on watch, among other things. Lozen Ikwe no longer needed to spend her days abed and sometimes joins us in our drills. I admit, this new life wouldn't be the same without her. A new life for which we both owe you thanks, Rickubus. We'll keep striving to follow example you set for us. My people have accepted the fact we cannot always rely upon the heart sting, and even now train to build our natural resistances to various toxins. Yeah, the first one was a totem that made people fall asleep. This one was a power over poison to build up immunity to toxins. It took some time to figure out the right amounts of use, and I admit there were some close calls, but luckily the heart sting was at our disposal, and I believe that our strength lies in our ability to conquer hardship. I hope one day we can trust in our own abilities. I think it also cures poison as well. That being said, it's been some time since I had a meal that wasn't laced with poison. I'd forgotten how delicious food could be. Others will be glad to hear how key the Dreamwoof cocoon was to our success, which, yeah, it masks our appearance, it makes us appear as whoever we want to be. And though it seems that Abyahi recognized you from the moment you met, it didn't make a difference, did it? It just reaffirms for me that you're more than earned your renown as a hero. I still aspire to become a hunter worthy of Latoka's legacy, and I know it will take a lot of time and a lot of hard work. For now, I focus on keeping my village safe, but I won't stop there. Keep your ears to the ground, Rickubus, for someday you might hear tales of Koyuki, a hunter true. Everyone was so brave. My heart was always pounding when My heart always starts pounding when the fighting begins, but I didn't need to worry. Since I'm here in Tolial, I'll visit the market before I return to my village. Oh, I almost forgot. Kakulja sent me a letter. He said the authorities have taken his circumstances into account and decided to be merciful. He'll be released soon, and just as promised, my village will be the first place he visits. Everyone's looking forward to greeting him with open arms. If Kakulja agrees to be our protector, then we can come to Tolial more often. I believe this one was a totem that gave you shields that you just couldn't penetrate. I think the origin of the treasure lies with the Yakhoi. Even with such dominating strength as they possessed, they sought still more when their very survival was at stake. My people were afraid of the apex and sealed it away within our treasure, but over time the treasure became as feared as the beast within it. Thus we never considered using it as a tool to aid us. I've been training hard, and I hope that someday I can help people view the treasure from a new perspective. It might take a while, but we'll be right there. I'm already stronger than last time we met, right? Don't you have the answer? But trust me, when I tell you we won't take the easy road like the Virazhan, every bit of progress we'll earn through hard work. On that note, as much as I'd like to say, I suppose we all have homes waiting for us. Let's say our farewells to Brokevu and Ral Majan. Hey, she also got a new home in her jail cell, so she now has a roof over her head at least. I forgot what the final totem was, actually. Glad you got to catch up with everyone. Shall we bring this party to a close then? Be well, everyone. I'll bring Lowen Zakui next time. I want her to meet the people who helped us. Stop by my village if you're ever in the region. I'll treat you to freshly hunted boar. Everyone get home safely. We'll meet again soon. I was able to pay back the debt I owe you, if only a little. If you ever need help again, you know how to reach me. Goodbye, everyone. I will now eat a bunch of tacos by myself and cry. Ooh. It has random NPCs in the background. They're very fancy. Could that be leading into the next expansion's role quest, maybe? We will see. Take note of that. It was a long and trying road, but the treasures are finally back in their rightful places. In the passages of the Unbound, with no one to lead, their meager numbers will fade into obscurity. I'm sure we'll hear no more of them again. Unless... Here's to peace in Tuliol. Psh, rules. Basic societal considerations. Who needs them? Those pathetic bastards don't even see the yokes around their necks. Did you see how nobly Abyahi fought? As long as I can remember that sight, I'll never turn away from the path she showed us. It's up to us to continue what she started. We don't need those artifacts to bring down nations. We'll find a whole new kind of weapon. The passage of the Unbound shall remain ever open, and will be there to guide others upon it. Say the word and I'll murder thee. There's more of you! Criminals, over here. By the gods, run! We can't get caught here. Get fucked. Just gonna run around in circles on the beach. A little comedic ending. It's over. The passage rebound. Did I get a title from that too? Sweet Justice. You get the Sweet Justice title. Bright Bustle. Alright. Let's head to home. Bum bum. Bum ba da da da. I wanna see what song that is. Yeah, it is the comedic song. There we go. Oh. Little tiny Rickubus is exhausted after that little crazy adventure. Okay. So that is it for the Final Fantasy XIV stream today. Go back to my normal eyes. Okay. Yeah, about 3 hours is a decent length for that. I spent a lot of time yapping and talking about irrelevant shit during the Valentine's Day quest line. But who cares? There's already a billion clean versions of the quest probably on YouTube from people that can actually read, or just, you know, there's no VTuber, no nothing, no reading, just a very clean presentation. I just have to apply my stank to my streams, so if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. Who cares? Which is just my way of archiving my experiences with the Final Fantasy XIV quests. I knew this one would probably be an enjoyable quest, so I wanted to do it on the stream, because the holiday events are always typically sometimes a little short on content, I want to say, and they don't last long, so it's nice to kind of always have something to pair with the seasonal events when they do happen. And yeah, shame that the stream has to come to an end already, but I feel I'm pretty hungry. I haven't eaten since this morning. My stomach's been growling, so I don't know if my microphone has been picking that up. Thank you guys very much for lurking, though. I hope it was entertaining to take another look into one of my little side hobby MMOs. Everyone's got their, I want to say, bad game that they like, and Final Fantasy XIV is sadly mine. I used to be a World of Warcraft player, but that changed back in, what, 2017, 2018, and I became a... friendship ended with World of Warcraft. Now Final Fantasy XIV is my best friend kind of situation. Thank you for the stream. It was nice to listen while working. Ah, yeah. Awesome. I got to help you along with your work. That's always a nice feeling. People don't always have to chat. As long as like you guys are out there lurking and listening while I do whatever and have me on the side, that's always nice. I'm kind of like the same when I watch other streamers too. I don't always make my presence known. I feel like I'm really annoying as a chatter, so I've been trying to just talk less. Let's head outside to the porch. Yeah, what was I saying? I don't know, like, I've been in people's streams lately, but I just don't really talk or say anything. I don't know, it's really hard to always go to everyone else's streams, and there's a lot of streams I want to catch that are at hours that I just cannot stay awake, and I'm in bed or sleeping, and I'm like, no, it's... Socializing as a VTuber, I don't know how other people do it. But then, like, this is where my feelings that maybe I'm not a real VTuber after all come from, where I don't do collabs, I don't really socialize, I don't rub elbows with people. I'm kind of a Galapagos streamer, meaning like I'm just isolated from myself so much that I just evolve in my own way that doesn't line up with how others do things. The Galapagos Islands basically being something that was isolated from everything else, so things there just naturally evolved in an entirely isolated way. That's how I generally kind of feel about my stuff, as I just live on my own island. I don't really look at others for inspiration too much. I just want to do things my way. I want to have my own freedoms. Not everyone has to network. I think streaming should always be what you want to make of it. Yeah. Before I ever first started VTubing and streaming, I was like, I don't really enjoy how a lot of VTubers are doing things. I want to do something a little bit different, or do things my way. And I don't know. That train of logic is just... Yeah, I just want to, like, do my own thing. I don't want to imitate what everyone else is doing. But sadly, sometimes it feels like too many people out there just focus on their idea of what VTubing is from corpo stuff. And they don't experiment and do stupid, crazy shit that they personally want to do. If you're aware of a lot of my shenanigans and my weird streams, the August 8th streams in particular, people really seem to... Those are my most legendary streams, according to a lot of people, if you were to ask them. What is August 8th? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry I haven't been streaming too much lately. It is just kind of a time of rest and relaxation and kind of recovering. Most content creators, I'm not even really a content creator, and I don't know, I just stream and put together goofy theme streams. That's about it. That's all I do. Sorry I don't do them too often, but I'll continue to do them. I'm not gonna quit VTubing. I'm not just gonna immediately disappear on you all. I just need a while to get around to what I want to do, essentially. Takes time to prepare things, and sometimes I'm just not always in the right mind space. The right mind fortress to stream, or have things to talk about, I guess. Because I do feel really boring and very dry. And I'm not good at hyping people up, obviously. Let me see who is... PC fan is still occasionally buzzing, unfortunately. Quite a few people are online, I guess. Pretty easy to go nonverbal or focus on the game during stream when you don't think about it. Yeah, if I ever look back at my VODs, I spot so many moments of silence that I kind of feel bad about it. But at the same time, I think it'd be really nice sometimes if I could honestly just go nonverbal and enjoy a game. And I don't know. The toughest part about streaming is, am I gonna be entertaining? Am I gonna talk with people properly? Are they gonna have a good time? That's always my worry is, are people gonna show up to the stream? Are they gonna talk? Or is this gonna be a lonely, miserable experience when I go nonverbal? And then, like, no one's having a good time? Except me, if I'm into the game at least. I don't know. It's always a weird balance. That's just my major anxiety about streaming, is sometimes streams are really nice, and sometimes they're very miserable. Splatoon ones sometimes are always a mixed bag. A Splatfest re-airing has happened, where it was dark chocolate versus milk chocolate versus white chocolate. This was the first Splatfest that I didn't stream, and I actually just didn't participate in it at all. I chose a team and then didn't even play it, because I'm just like, I don't want to do another fucking Splatoon stream. We already did the chocolate Splatfest. There's nothing special about the Valentine's one. So yeah, I passed up on it. I'm actually curious who won the Splatfest. Splatfest Chocolate 2025. Who won? It has to have been white chocolate. Yeah, white chocolate stole the victory once more. Good thing I chose white chocolate, but I didn't participate. But that's like fucking fun. If you give people the cum-colored team choice, they're always gonna choose the funny cum-colored team choice. White chocolate wins again, because people want to spray the funny white ink everywhere. Anyways, Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for lurking. You're following the Twitch and the YouTube as well, and my other social media, and you're in my Discord watching me scream and ramble to myself. Thank you very much as well. Let me do a refresh on who the hell is even live on Twitch, so I don't raid into someone who's ending their stream. We'll raid someone I haven't raided before. Is there anything else I want to say before closing out? Actually, I don't... Oh no, I don't know. We have the spooky tulip music. Is that a good way to... whatever. It don't matter. Hey, this was a good stream though. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Having to hear me read shit for 3 hours though might be insanity. We discussed Sanrio Fest, the failures of BioWare and Dragon Age Veilguard, and we got to do a fun little quest line to tie up loose ends that was just recently added, and yeah, talked about VTubers for the millionth fucking time. Rick, shut up about VTubers. Anyways, yeah, so thanks for everything, everyone. Have a good night. Oyasumi, farewell. Bye-bye. Have a good night. See you guys next time, probably for the Valentine's Day stream. What will I be playing? It's a PS1 game. It's about love, and you'll see. It's not Moon. I've already played Moon. So if you're interested in that, all the VODs exist over on YouTube, so go check them out if you're curious. Yeah. Hopefully I'll have everything prepared by Valentine's Day. We'll see. So I'm still thinking of ideas for a thumbnail, because I'm always struggling with ideas, like how could I make a good thumbnail? What deserves a whole lot of effort for a thumbnail? I'm rambling. Good night. Bye-bye. See you guys next time. Farewell. Oyasumi. Bye-bye.